Hey guys, I'm currently filming from like my grandma's house. If it doesn't look familiar, it probably doesn't at all. But I'm at my grandma's house because I just came back from behind the wheel. Yeah. This week I'm doing road, where I'm on road and not on range, if you can get the difference. And so far, I wish I was back at range, because range was much easier and much fun. Even with all the cone smashing and whatnot, it was way better than road. And it's not that like I'm a bad driver and I suck on the road, it's just because I don't like my instructor at all. He's really old and he's just really mean. Like, he criticizes so harshly and just not in a, patience type of way. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just like, whoa. I don't like him at all. Like, he makes me angry while I'm driving. And that's not a good thing. You don't want to make me angry while I'm driving, because then I get really bad thoughts in my head. Like, I want to ram the car into the side and kill your side of the car because you're making me angry while I'm driving. No, don't make me mad while I'm driving. Like, he aggravated me. It's like, I was doing fine. There's this part where the light went yellow, and I was at that point where if I stopped for the red light, I would have had to brake hard. And how fast I was going, I thought it would be safer for everybody if I just went through, because it's not going to harm anybody if I go through because it's just yellow. And I don't have enough time to stop. And he gets mad at me. He's like, and he goes, "Make your stop." And so I, do what he tells me to do. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Why aren't you going through the light?" "Because you told me to make my stop." And so I'm like zooming through the light. Everybody's looking at me like, "Oh, look at that student driver. Doesn't know what she's doing." And it's like, no. I was so mad. I was going across the bridge, and he kept saying things. He just kept saying things. And I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, I'm going to keep driving, and I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to ignore all the things that he says, and I'm just going to do my best. I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best that I can. I think I was fine. He kept doing stuff, messing with the brakes while I was driving, asked me why I wasn't doing things, because you're messing me up, messing with the brakes like that. I'm trying to drive, and I can't drive when you're messing with the brakes. So, I guess I had like a little road rage, but it was because of him. It's like nobody else was bothering me. The only time I ever really messed up is when he started saying things in my ear, because you have to do commentary driving, you have to say things out loud, like when you see signs that say, oh, speed is now 45 or 35 or 55 or whatever, and when you see cars parked, you have to say, "Oh, I see cars parked," you have to say pedestrians that you see. You can't just drive like I would like to do. You can't drive. You have to say everything while you're driving. And if you don't, he'll yell at you and you'll sort of freak out, like you think you're doing something wrong when you're not. You just didn't say what you were doing out loud. I just need to get that off my chest. I was so mad. I was so mad. And like, we were parking so we could switch drivers, because I have a driver partner. And we were switching. He's like, "Find a parking space," and I was trying to park, and he started messing with my brakes, so I couldn't really park the way I wanted to. I messed up. I wasn't gonna like land in the parking space like I wanted to because he kept messing with my brakes, and so I kind of just chose a new one and went in that one and parked perfectly. And then he's like, "Move up," and so I moved up, and he's like, "You're a terrible parallel line parker." And I was like, "What?" In my head. I didn't say this out loud. I was just silent about it. I just sighed. I was like, oh my god. No, like, he's like, "It's terrible. You went over the lines." It's like, well, I was originally going for that parking space, but then you started messing with stuff, and so I couldn't do that. He was just mean. Just a mean man. He's a mean man. I couldn't take it. I was just like, I was so done. I was really ready to just get out of the car. He was like, "What are you doing?" Because I didn't do the proper stopping procedure the way you have to turn off a car. Look at me, I'm messing with my hair because I'm so mad. Oh, sorry, just telling me the time in the house, and I find that creepy. But, I had a horrible time today. Oh, and then on our way home, or not home, but like back to the place where we get into the cars and go, he's like, wait, do I have to take you home? Because he had to pick me up because I don't have a right to get there or back. He's like, do I have to take you home? And I was like, well, yeah, that's the agreement that we made on before we even came out here. And so he starts telling the other person in the car to, like, turn around. And before I realized, I thought it was, like, first it was, like, part of the lesson. She was going to go downtown. But then I was, like, the time, I was like, we're really close to the end of class. Why is he going this way? And then I figured, oh, he's probably going to drop me off. But the thing is that when you get there in the morning, you have to give them your phone because you're not allowed to drive with your phone. So I'm like, are you taking me home? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, well, they have my phone. And he's like, guess you're gonna have to get that tomorrow. What? No, I need my phone to communicate with my mom, tell her that I didn't die today. But, whatever. And so, okay, I guess I'll just have to get it tomorrow. And then I came home to call my mom, tell her, hey, I don't have my phone. She wouldn't pick up. I'm already mad about that because I needed her this morning because I didn't know when he was supposed to pick me up, and I was out there for 45 minutes waiting, didn't know whether I had already missed him or not. My mom wasn't picking up, so I'm already mad about the fact she just wasn't picking up. And that was just my day. It was my day. So far, it's pretty much 11 o'clock. It's not even halfway through the day, and I'm already like this mad. I'm not looking forward to the rest of the week with him, with my driving instructor. He makes me so nervous. Like, he keeps saying things like I'm a terrible driver, and I know I'm not. I'm not a bad driver. I feel like I'm doing fine. Just, like, not perfect. And that's the problem, not doing it perfectly. And he's like, when you park, you need to go at a 90-degree angle. It's like, who goes at a 90-degree angle when they park? You just go like, and immediately turn. No, we wish it was like that, but it's not. And it'll never be like that. He just made me mad. And I feel like I might not pass my road test on... Sorry if I keep looking over here. It's just that I'm looking at myself and then looking at the camera and then looking at myself and looking at the camera. So, anyway. Yeah, he makes me feel like I'm not going to pass my road test and then I won't get my license. Which makes me sad because I don't want to have to retake road. I mean, if I do have to retake road, I want a different instructor. I want a completely different instructor. Never mind. I don't mind retaking road if I retake road. I don't want to, but I don't mind because I'm not even getting my license. My license card won't be the dates won't be validated till September anyway. So it's fine if I have to retake road. I wanted my hair to be pretty. I don't mind if I have to retake road. I just want a different instructor because he just makes me mad when I drive. And I think it's dangerous when people are in the car with me and you're making me mad when I'm driving because anything could happen. Like, I could get really mad because I notice when I get stressed or really mad, I start to go faster and that's dangerous. And so I just think he should make me mad when I drive. And that's all. Thanks.